Okay, ready? Ready? Set! Ready, ready? Set! Ready! 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 Hot, hot! Ready, set, go! Okay, break! Set, go! Ready, ready, hut! Ready, and act! Set it! Ready! Come on, set! Ready, ready? Set! Ready, ready! Ready! Here we go, set! Hut, hut! Let's go now! Go! Down! Set, go! Here we go, here we go! Hut! On the set! Get up! Ready! Ready! Let's go! Ready, ready? Set! Ready! Set! Ready! Ready! Ready up! Hot, hot! Ready, ready, go! On the ready, set, go! Got it, ready? Hut! Set it! Set it! Come on, set! Ready? Set! Ready, ready? Ready, break! Here we go, set! Ready? On the double! Hut, hut! Okay, ready? Go! Let's go now! Okay, break! Set.
It's week 4 of the NFL, and we'll see who rules the skies in today's battle. It's the Jets and the Ravens, and it's coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the rain started earlier today. It hasn't let up much. It is going to be a wet one. Glad you're with us, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson. Nice and dry here in the booth, but Greg, you've been down on the field and played in one of these sloppy, wet, rainy games. What is it like?
Well, it depends what position you play. For the offensive and defensive linemen, they love it. It's a little bit slower. The defense is a little bit slower to react to the ball. A lot more runs, less pass protection. So for them, they're thrilled. But for anybody who has to handle the ball on either side, offense or defense, this is a nightmare. You're stressing about what gloves, no gloves. Do I sometimes wear gloves? The quarterback, towel. There is a lot of conversations going on with the equipment guys in the locker room. Rain games for skill players are the worst.
First and 10. Now first carry here for Keaton Mitchell. And he's going to be hit and dropped behind the line. Great push upfield defensively. What a way to start this one.
I can tell you firsthand as an offensive guy, we never loved playing in the rain. I always felt like the defense had the advantage. They know it wasn't going to be much of a passing attack. Hard to handle the ball, a lot of turnovers. So they've got to have a lot of early focus offensively and try to get something on track.
In danger of an opening 3 and out, they face 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. That's complete to Moore on the right side. It's a gain of 10 yards. First down, Baltimore.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
Jackson now to throw on first down. He runs with it.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
Here's a 2nd and 6. A shotgun snap, and they give it to Mitchell. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
And the defense was ready for him this time. Did not have the same room to run. That one's no gain.
Defensive coaches preach every day, Mike, swarm to the ball. Get as many hats to the ball carrier as possible. And this is a great reason why. The ball carrier is able to make the first guy miss, but it was the pursuit from the rest of the defense that's able to get him down and keep him to no gain.
They'll motion over Flowers. They'll try to throw here with Jackson. He'll look for Mitchell out of the backfield. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line.
To play corner in this league, Mike, you have to have great reactions and instincts. In this case, he trusts those instincts from the jump, and he's able to send the offense going backwards as a result.
And that'll be intercepted by Tre'Davious White.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike, they've got to identify what went wrong, let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
So the Jets offense ready to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by the former Texas Longhorn, now their rookie quarterback.
It's not often that you can win by multiple scores in the NFL, so you got to imagine they're coming into this week's game with a lot of confidence. They were able to put together a pretty well-rounded performance in all three phases last week. So, again, can they build off that? Can they continue to grow as an entire team? Because offense, defense, and solid contribution from their special teams, they showed last week, and going forward, this is going to be a hard team to beat.
You get a look there at his numbers on the ground from a week ago. Here's a 2nd and 9. Another run, and again, it's Allen. And he'll manage to get to the 33. That is Nnamdi Madubuike there to bring him down. They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. On the return, it's Moore. And he'll get something there on the return, able to take this back to the 20-yard line. The Ravens offense ready now for their 2nd drive. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. In motion comes Andrews. On 1st and 10, Jackson. A throw, left side, caught by Andrews.
This is a guy that we're used to seeing make a lot of his plays in the back end, Mike, kind of patrolling that center field safety position. But this time, he recognized that play up at the line of scrimmage, and he blows it up for a loss.
Jackson now on 2nd down. He'll complete this one to Rashad Bateman. Inside the 20. That long one's going to bring them 1st and goal. He is brought down at the 5-yard line.
That's good for a Baltimore Ravens.
In motion comes Andrews. Now Lamar, going to hang on to it. What a move! He's in! Lamar Jackson! Touchdown, Ravens.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Set to return is Xavier Gibson. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Jets offense ready to see what they can do on their 2nd possession. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That one caught by Wilson. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Now they'll set up to throw. Catch made, right side by Wilson. He's going to be taken down, but there's a late flag in the backfield that might give him 15 more yards.
Automatic first down.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Now a give up the middle. Not much happening there. Just a short gain. Here's second and 9. Back to throw. That one complete to Moore. And a good job rallying to the... They'll look to throw. The open man is Wilson. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. That is going to set up an interesting fourth down decision. That one is good. And the Jets are on the board. It's 7-3.
Anytime you find yourself kicking in these elements, Mike, you just can't take anything for granted, especially when it comes to your plant foot, your balance, your control, your footing. It's so important, and give credit. He does a great job here, able to put that one through.
And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Here's Lamar. He'll keep it on the zone read. And no place to go. He's hit and taken down behind the line.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the first down marker, but it is a pickup of 9. Here's 3rd and 2. Bateman is the motion man. And he's not going to get the first down. They met him, brought him down in the backfield on 3rd and short. On 4th down, here comes J.K. Scott to punt. Returnable from the 17. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Jets offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. The throw on the run is complete. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. 2nd down and 8. He'll drop to throw. That's caught. It's Braylon Allen. And that's That's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback. Get into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Second down and 3. They'll run. It's Davis. He gets close to the yellow line. Tackle made at the 46. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. On the give, this is Allen. Trying to drive his way forward. I think he is short, and he is. That means 4th down coming up. They'll try to run. And he's going to have the Jets first down by a good couple of yards as they get 3 on 4th and inches.
This play should always end up converting a 4th down, especially at this distance. But you can't tell me there weren't some nerves on that sideline as they sent that play in to snap it. But fortunately, nothing to worry about. The offense gets it done.
He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. 2nd and 7. Gets that one to the veteran Lazard. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
7-3 is the score. 2 minutes to play in the first half. We'll come back to Baltimore after this. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. They'll look to throw yet again. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. Odafe Owe bursting in and recording the sack. It is 3rd and 10. Moore going in motion. On 3rd down.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter.
They've got it. It'll be 1st and goal after a pickup of 21. That is caught, and he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal.
And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front, and he's in. Isaiah Davis, touchdown Jets. It's his 2nd touchdown of the year. The PAT, up and good. And the Jets are on top. It's now 10-7. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And this one is fielded in the end zone. Will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. The Ravens offense going to take over here in the final minute of this first half. This one has been tight so far. A field. Oh, no chance there. Under a heavy rush, he goes down.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack.
And instead, why don't we get right back to it as we'll get ready for the third quarter. Three points, all that separates these two sides, as half number two kicks off. Gibson now on the return. Now on the return, he has lost the football. And this is taken in by the defense. Set to go now on 1st and 10. We'll send a tight end in motion right. Play action now. Jackson. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
Looked like a pass protection breakdown. They had 5 offensive linemen and a running back in the backfield. I promise you, somebody was assigned to that linebacker, but he timed the blitz perfectly. He ran through and was able to bring him down for a big sack.
Off the play fake. Jackson. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
3rd and long. From the gun, Jackson. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker.
Well, Mike, I think it's pretty clear what the message was by this head coach at halftime. He said, listen, guys, we're behind. We're trailing. We're going to come out early in this second half and be aggressive from the get-go and cut into this deficit. But oftentimes, reckless decision-making, over-aggressive play calling leads to turnovers. Now, this defense finds themselves heading back out onto the field a little earlier than expected, but they need to hold serve and keep this score right where it is. Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike, how well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard it.
On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. Oh, a dangerous throw there is intercepted. It's the safety, Kyle Hamilton.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. And once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
They'll run it over center with Mitchell. And he will work his way down inside the 30, a pickup of 6. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
3rd and long for Jackson. He manages to get the throwaway and completes it. And he will get into the end zone. Elijah Moore. Touchdown, Baltimore. Tucker's extra point, up and good. And the Ravens are on top. It's 14-10. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This returnable from the 4. Now an opening past the 30. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Jets offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll begin with 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quickly to the outside and complete. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. On the handoff, it's Allen. Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him, take him down behind the line.
With how fast they were all over that play, you almost wonder, Mike, was there a pre-snap tell? Did they know that play was coming? Because I'll tell you, that defense was on it from the start.
Shotgun snap as they'll throw it on 3rd down. And he's very close to a 1st down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short.
I think in this field position, Mike, when 4th and short, I think you got to go for it. I think there's at least a conversation going on the sideline about whether you keep your offense on the field or send out your punt unit.
And he will have the 1st down. Needing to make something happen, trailing here in the 3rd quarter, they convert on 4th down. From the 50, he'll set up to throw. Pressure gets there, and down he goes. The big man, Nnamdi Madubuike, there for the sack.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
This one going to be sniffed out, blown up in the backfield.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. It's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss.
He'll get that to Wilson. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you know what that tells you, Mike? The decision to go for it on 4th down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down.
And he will have the 1st down. Needing to make something happen, trailing here in the 3rd quarter, they convert on 4th down.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
And he'll get this forward only to about the 32-yard line. He'll look to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short. Third and a yard. Throwing now from the gun. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
When you decide to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, typically, Mike, what you're doing is you start from the top down. If you have the big shot downfield, take it. If not, the quarterback works through his progression, finds the medium target, picks up the 1st down.
And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
Here comes Allen. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. So these two teams take the long walk to the opposite end of the stadium. What a moment in this game. A touchdown would give them the late lead. It is first down and goal. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That is caught by the tight end. Touchdown, New York. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that fourth quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown, time to kick it back the other way. This is fielded inside the 5. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. So here's the Baltimore offense getting set for their next drive. They trail by 2. And we'll start this drive with first and 10. And the woes in the running game continue. They're going to subtract yards there. A loss on the play.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Second down, Jackson. Taking off.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
Big play coming up. This is third down. They'll send a tight end in motion. Third and short, Jackson. He'll look for Mitchell out of the backfield.
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the first down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is, because they've already decided they're going to go for it on fourth down.
That's taken at about the 14. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Jets offense ready for this next possession. The lead is 2, and they're going to try to make something happen here, starting with a first and 10. And he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's second and 5. They go back to Allen. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's third down. Now they'll set up to throw. That one on target to Moore. Catch number 7 so far in this one. And a first down.
Another really nice throw right there, and as you can see the numbers he's been able to put up here, I'm a little surprised, if I'm being honest, Mike, with just how easy it seems to have been. It just seems like he's made every right decision every time that he's decided to throw the ball.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. On the ground, it's Allen. And that'll be a pickup of 3. They face second down and 7. They bring a tight end in motion left. They'll run with Allen. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Well, that second down play call is not real fancy, but at this point, Mike, they're in a battle with the clock. How much time can they run off and try to protect this lead? But now it brings up a pretty interesting third down. Can they keep the ball and finish this thing on offense, or are they going to have to punt it away and have their defense finish the game?
This crowd into it now. as we get to third down. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Ravens offense starting to trot out for this next possession. Will try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. To the left side, into the hands of Moore.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
That's a prototypical coverage sack. All 11 guys on the field doing their job. Starts with sound back-end coverage. Nowhere to go quick with the ball. The quarterback has no chance but to extend the play. Look for something late developing downfield. That was all the time this front needed to chase him down and bring him down for a sack.
A great job of knowing when to go. He gets 17 yards on that run and a first down. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. In motion comes Andrews. They'll drop to throw. Oh, and a pressure there. He can't get a throwaway, and he's taken down.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
Jackson now on 2nd down. Open man is Bateman. He's got him. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down.
As the saying goes, Mike, you need your big-time players to make big-time plays, and the moment doesn't get bigger than this. Find yourself down. A touchdown gives you a chance to win this thing in regulation, and I think they got a shot. They desperately needed that one, Mike. Down here late, they've only got a few remaining snaps to go, and it puts all of the pressure of the game now on 4th down. Let's see what play call they have in a gotta-have-it situation, and right now, this quarterback needs to make his best throw in the biggest moment of the game.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on downs. So now the Jets offense ready to take over once more. They'll have a short field, looking to build on the lead. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They put Wilson in motion. They'll run on 1st down, and here's Allen. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Now the Ravens use their first timeout. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the 1st down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down. A carry here for Allen. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard. A tough spot here. 3rd and long. Out of the gun, he'll throw. And that is incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out front.
This one has plenty of leg, and it is good. So it is still a one-score game, but a little more breathing room now. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. The Ravens offense ready to come back out for this next possession. The deficit is 5, so they'll try to put a drive together here, and they'll begin it with 1st and 10.
The best quarterbacks don't see the rush, they feel the rush, and that's exactly what this guy was able to do here. He's able to escape the initial pressure and immediately realizes, I got some space out in front of me. Picks up a solid gain here on 1st down.
The Ravens now going to use their final timeout, and the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go. Pressure time, no timeouts to stop the clock as they get set here for a big 1st down. To throw is Jackson. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. So this one a win for the visiting Jets. They finish off the first month of the season perfect, as the victory runs their mark to 4-0. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.
Set. Ready. Hut. Ready. Get up. Ready, ready. Ready. Set up. Ready, ready. Come on, set. Ready. On the set. Hut, hut. Set. Go. Ready. Set, go. Here we go, set. Let's go now. Ready up. Hut. Down. Get up. Here we go, here we go. Ready. Yeah. Let's go. Ready. Set. Ready, ready. Set. Ready. Set. Ready. Hut, go. Ready, ready. Set, go. Set up. Ready, ready. Come on, set. Ready. Set. Hut, hut. On the ready. Hut, hut. Got it. Ready? Go. Here we go. Set. Set, go. Let's go now. Hut. Down. Get up. Here we go. Here we go. Set up. Let's go.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we've got some history in this battle of AFL alumni. It's the Bills and the Jets on Monday night.
Take the Lincoln Tunnel through Weehawken, through Secaucus, across the Hackensack River, and you'll arrive, as we have, at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Hi again, everyone, with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, you look at this Jets ball club. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row. Meanwhile, for the visiting Bills, we're in October now, so everybody should be coming into form, shouldn't they?
They really should, and what you have now is a full routine established about what you want to get done and full focus on the season.
Certainly the game of the weekend, maybe the game of the year, the battle of the unbeatens as we get underway. And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. Well, the Buffalo offense coming out, and it is Josh Allen who is at the helm.
And he's playing at a very high level here in this early part of the season. In fact, he leads the NFL in passing yards. Now, that's not always an indicator of success, but in his case, it is.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Allen. Setting up the screen for Cook. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down. When you talk about this Jets defense, it's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
And this is one of those something's got to give games. You got the number 1 passing team in the NFL, and it's the number 1 defense against the pass. A lot of times, the battle's in the trenches. We know that. We see it all the time. But this one, this game's going to be won on the outside.
Here's Allen. Into the hands of the tight end, Dalton Kincaid. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first. Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter, because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
Samuel going to go in motion right. Throwing now is Allen. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. This defense for the Jets, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with 3rd down and just a yard to go. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. On 3rd and short, they'll try option left. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the 1st down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the 1st down, get a new set, and let's start over.
And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go that sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
This will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short. Play action. Now it's Allen. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Perfect example of the kind of attitude you have to play defensive back in the NFL. You want to be the only defender around, and you want them to challenge you. And on that play, he came through.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. They'll run for it with Davis. And I don't think he got there. He did not. They stop at the yard shy. No dice for Sean McDermott and the offense. And this defense holds firm here on the opening drive of the night. And that could be a major momentum swing here early.
Because the defense stopped them. How great is that? They go for it on the first drive of the game. They're the ones trying to establish something, trying to assert a little dominance. And guess what? You turn it back on them and give the ball to your own offense. I agree with you. It could change momentum in a big way.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Hall to start the drive. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Now a 2nd and 10. They'll go again with Hall. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. You look at this Buffalo defense. This unit against the pass, hoping to get better for sure. Number 25 in the NFL right now.
And it's really difficult to prepare for this team. This is the #1 overall passing team in the NFL. But it shouldn't be hard to get excited about playing against them. The ultimate test going against that unit.
And that's why you and I are excited to broadcast this game.
Yes, sir.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Gregory Rousseau able to record his 5th sack of the season. Here's the Jets punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded just inside the 20. Good coverage there. An even 50-yard punt leads to a return of 5. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Allen now looks to throw. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
From the gun, it's Allen. And he will find his man, Samuel. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. They'll try the middle with Cook. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd down and 8. Here's Allen to throw it. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Jets are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. So this is something we didn't see it all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
On the move to his left. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. Von Miller, a milestone sack for him as it moves him past Hall of Famer Lawrence Taylor, who finished his career with 132.5. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. Following the punt return here, there's someone shaken up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
Allen. That's caught by Kincaid, working the middle of the field. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Samuel going to go in motion right. To the air, Allen. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
He kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
2nd down and 8. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. This now a 3rd and 4. Now Allen. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. From midfield, here's Allen. That's Samuel, caught left side. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's 2nd down. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
To throw, it's Allen. Shakir hauls it in. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Khalil Shakir, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight.
An excellent, long, sustained offensive drive. And now they can look across the field and see a defense that looks a little bit beaten down. Right now, as an offensive coordinator, you're thinking to yourself, can I dial up the knockout punch?
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go.
Okay, ready? Here we go, set.
They'll look to throw here. He finds his man, complete. That's Barrett. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Here is 3rd down and 4.
Let's go now.
He'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Here's the Jets punter now as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. 51 yards on the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here comes Josh Allen and the Bills offense back onto the field. 5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of a route, too.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Here's Cook again. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards that time and a Bills 1st down. Motion man is Shakir. Allen going to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And some room to run now. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And all the way down to the 9. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. We know he's got the arm, but watch out for those wheels.
Kind of harkens back to guys they used to call the scrambler and the dodger. This guy can make it work with his legs.
Field opened up. He took advantage. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. And now they'll throw with Allen. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Allen. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Khalil Shakir with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bills go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 14-0. That drive goes 80 yards in 6 plays. And it was all polished off with a Khalil Shakir touchdown catch. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. This pass complete to Ruckert. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Barrett. The Jets are the perfect 4-0 to start the campaign. They've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
2nd and 6. He finds his man complete. It's Barrett. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 35. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Moore, the man in motion. They'll look to throw again. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Pick made by Terrell Bernard. And the Bills are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now, they may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. And he's got this down to the 35. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down.
And that play came together really well for them as he found open space, makes the catch, and gets down to the 1-yard line. You know he's kicking himself right now. He thought he had a chance to get a touchdown and put that in his ledger. Instead, his team gets a chance to cash in over these next few plays.
The tackle by Quincy Williams. Two minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Here's 2nd and 10. On play action, Allen. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Again, they'll throw with Allen. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Over the middle, complete. That's Moore. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
I'll give him credit there. Nice job on the drag route. Bring the receiver across the field, hoping he can catch it in stride and turn it up. He was able to do just that, although he's just a little bit short of the first down.
2nd and 1. He finds his man complete. That's Barrett. And he's got this down to the 35. Rookie to rookie on the hookup there, and it's a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Barrett. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. That's complete to Lazard. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield. They're understanding the coverages, and they're finding.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Rondale Moore as the first half is winding down. And the Jets are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it's finished off by a New York Jets touchdown. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, we'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Bills offense now for one final time in this first half. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Ball again on second down. Able to spin free. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. They go play action here on first down. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
Now that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 6. They'll run with Allen. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
Here is 3rd and 5.
Let's go.
He'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Barrett. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll set up to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Barrett. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. 1st down on a pickup of 11. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. That's Dorian Williams who got there for the sack.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Back to throw. Over the middle and complete to Wilson. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Now the Jets will call on a field goal unit here. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And this one is right down the middle. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Bills offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And a loose football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Here's Allen to throw it. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. In motion, the tight end. Allen now looks to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Now that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Allen. eluding the pressure. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Quentin Williams, give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Allen.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Loose inside the 30.
Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner, and with good reason, as you saw there.
It only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. They take over here with good field position thanks to that nice return after the interception, as they're already in the red zone, 1st and 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hall, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Barrett. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And the Bills are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Those INTs all sting when you throw one in the red zone. I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
Allen hit. He lost the football, and it's scooped up by the Jets. He won't get in, but they are going to have the football in a great spot. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line. A defensive-minded coach loves to bring the heat, brought the heat there. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Throwing on 2nd and long. Allen. That is complete downfield to Knox. Big strides. Look at him go. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Dawson Knox, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bills are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And the last time out, they had the good drive going. You get in the red zone, they throw the interception. Not their first pick of the game either, so we'll see if they're more careful, more cautious here on this drive.
Yeah, nothing worse than repeat mistakes, right? You end up coughing the ball up, you end up throwing a pick. everything goes awry. And now, points don't go up on the board. I just heard a fan scream out, I thought the idea was to score points. Yeah, they're getting a little restless too.
Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the fourth quarter. Here's 2nd and 7. In motion left goes a tight end. Here's a 2nd and 7. Throw over the middle. He's got Rucker. Just a gain of a couple there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll drop to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Back to throw again. Throw right side, Wilson. So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll make it 2nd down. And they're going to speed things up here. 2nd and 3. And he's got the hook up to Moore. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
He finds his man, complete. That's Barrett. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 19. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They'll look to throw again. Flush to his right. Caught. It's Wilson. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Allen is into the end zone for a Jets touchdown. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
So here are the Bills to take over. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. Throwing now is Allen. Steps away to his left. There he goes again. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. didn't force a throw, and in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
Allen going to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
It's caught by Coleman. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Now Allen. Throw left side complete. That's Cook. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. Bit of a pressure spot here for Tyler Bass. This to put him a touchdown and a 2-point conversion up. The kick by Bass is good, and that'll push the lead up to 8. So that gets him a little bit of breathing room, but not much. And you have to think back to the field goal that he missed earlier. This would be a 2-score game right now if he had converted then.
And if you and I are thinking about it, you know he is as well, because in the back of his mind, he's thinking, I hope I get one more shot in an important spot. He just made...
This is 1st and 10. Back to throw. To the right side, and he's got more complete. First play of the drive in their hip pocket. Of course, the focus here has to be the touchdown of the 2-point conversion. Field goals aren't going to help you.
Yeah, but how about that first play of the drive? Just to get them started, nice gain, got some positive momentum going. They're on their way, and they don't have to rush.
And his throw is going to be incomplete. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late-game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
He's back to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Jets first down, as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches. Back to throw. That's caught by Wilson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go.
He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Barrett. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So an ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains, and they save that final timeout. Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
Final minute, one timeout remaining. 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Looked like they were set up defensively in a zone coverage, but somehow they found a seam because that receiver all alone. By rights, that should have been a touchdown, but somehow this ball's overthrown.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Barrett. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Now 1st and goal. They'll run. This is Allen. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. He'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Pick made by Terrell Bernard. And the Bills have just about sewn up this football game. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. So they came in here facing a very tall task going against the NFL's #1 ranked defense, but they got the job done. Charles, really an outstanding performance.
They certainly showed that they weren't going to be intimidated, didn't they? They took out the best defense in the NFL today, took it right to them, and that's against a group of guys that is used to shutting people down. To me, this is going to be a signature moment for this team season.
So for Buffalo, their strong September has carried over to October as they move to 5-0. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Jets, it was a good first month, but they'll fall to 4-1 as they suffer their first loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.